Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, the special for today is the STG Guard. So let's see what options we have for it. So bear with me a second. Let's get into that. So looking through, a couple of offers, 4 different ones. You got some with the camo, some without. And let's have a look at the basic package. So £30.62 gets you the tank. The next one is the Advent offer, £51.32 gets you 7,150 gold, 15 mission times 5s and 30 personal reserves. So what is the gold worth? The gold is worth £22.46. So if we take £22.46, it comes to about £29, £29. So is that sort of a good deal? So looking at other tier 8, now what you need to think that this is the details on this tank we'll have in a minute. So £28 will put the price in around about the same price as a T54 first prototype. So how does it compare to the T54 first prototype? So let's have a look at the tank in the garage. So bear with me a second. So tier 8 premium medium Russian. Bear with me a second. Medium. It's Russian medium STG Guard. I'm running this at about 60, well, exactly 60% win rate. So what's it like? Now I think you need, let's change that to an additional. Let's click that down. Let's put in 2 HE. Change it slightly for the current environment. And let's get in, return the crew. Accelerate crew training. And let's get straight into a battle and see what this is like. Now, I'm running 60% on average with this. So let's see just what it's like this morning in the current environment. And see what fun we can have. So tier 10, the matchup really couldn't be any worse. So we're going to first thing first, straight to HE. And get ready to try and assist with some HE spamming, and then move and try and assist. So our gun is not the most accurate at this level. The punchiness isn't as good, but you're here to assist. You're here to spot. See what we can do. The armor is pretty nice. The gun's okay. The mobility's okay, and it's really, really low. And that angling of the front plate really affects the situation, makes it better. So first thing first, HE. Let's move. You can see how nimble it is, how quickly the turret turns. All the rest of it. Let's spin around to the side. Let him go through. He's really slow. Let's see where this guy's going. Okay, you're going there. I'm going to go up into this position to start spotting the ridge, getting ready to pound some HE. You see how small the aiming reticule is. It's actually a really good reticule. So let's aim over, see what we can do. He's over there, and see if we can get any shots over. I'm not sure about that position for the M4A1 there. They've got a couple of guys pushing in. The M4 is taking a couple of hits. It's his own fault. Run, dude, run. Object up there. 49's doing a nice job. Let's see if we can give some assistance to the 120 against the 120. Artie going in. You can see that flying over. Is that M4 going? He's going back up again. Is he a complete idiot? Is he trying to get some damage early? Mind you, they're not doing a bad job, but the 2 arties still hammering. I'm going to bide my time a little bit more, because I don't feel like going out like he is. The lurver is firing shots back at him. And I would expect him to be hull down, well angled, and almost impervious to shots. So even if I was there, all I could do is track him in place. So right now, that's the only target that is possible to be seen. I want to give them support because I expect the object or the WZ to move on him and he's going to need my assistance. The bat coming through. Let's wait for him. He's on the other side of 3 rows of tanks right now. But I'm watching for him creeping up on the chariot here. Just adjust my screen, give me a second. Okay. Let's aid the object 430 because you've got to bear in mind this is a tier 10 game and we are a backup tank, not a front line. Everything will penetrate us, everything will spot us. We're here to assist. That's what I'm here for. Oh yeah. Go on, next. Time to go. There's an object. And his buddy. So, see what we can do. Blinking thing. Yeah, I don't want to get smacked in the face by that. 6 seconds till I've reloaded. I'm not going around this corner till after I've reloaded fully. Oh, he's on zone. That's it. He's gone. So we've done a bit of damage, a bit of support. Didn't show a lot, so I'm going to have to go... No. Oh, couldn't quite get there for the kill. That was a laugh. Let's go and do another one. Let's hope we get a better matchup. So, good support. And just enough HE, so that change was just right for the current meta. Let's get into the second one. Let's see what we made. Yes, first one, it was a win. It's another win. I'll open the box later. And, oh, go on, let's open it now. You know, they're always fun. So let's have a look, see what we can do. Up until then, it was running a 60% win rate. Yeah, that's pretty pants. So 33,000 and 1,400 experience. We're running an additional 5% because of the level we're at the moment. So it would have been 30,000, dropped by 2, so looking about 28,000-ish, and 680 or something experience, which is okay. So let's get in and do another game. So let's check what it's running. 67% now. So I hadn't played that many games in it, so let's get into the next one. Same again. Hopefully it'll be a better matchup. If not, well, I'm going to try and show pushing in. Even if it's not the right thing to do, I've shown you what it's like sitting back. I'm now going to go and push in, try and show you the mobility in the armour. So I wouldn't normally play like this. I'm almost going to charge in and try and get shots coming at me to try and test the armour for you. So it wouldn't be my normal style of play. So I'm going to try and find opportunities to move into dangerous positions to enable you to see what it's like. So this isn't, you know, I'm more steady, hide at the back, aim, fire, move in when I can, not put myself directly in danger. So yeah, I'm doing it purely as a demonstration. So yeah, when those people who come in the comments and go, "Oh, but you did this, it's not the right way to play it. Oh, Gaming Bear, it's not the right way to do it." I know. I told you that at the beginning of the video, boys. I told you. So we get down, let's get some HE loaded. So I can at least damage whatever's up there. See, what you see is that it's got a long load time, and you need to work within that. See what I can spot. STA coming in behind. Can I spot anything? The view range is okay, but not great. I proxy spotted him, or he's proxy spotted me. I don't know which. So, okay. Well, I'm going to push a little bit. I don't want to lose, and if I push too much, he's going around back around that way. That was a shot aimed just over me. So there's someone, you saw that it just hit the wall behind me, up a little bit too high. He needs help. 4202 desperately needs help. TVP, one shot in, one bounce. Let's fix that. I'm having a lag situation. Oh crumbs. It wasn't, oh goodness. It was locked. I couldn't, it wasn't reacting to my directions. I was trying to go forward in behind the in behind that, and it wasn't moving me forward. Oh, great. I'm really sorry. I was trying to get in behind that tank to use it for cover, and we bounced a few shots. So you can bounce some shots, but not that great. You can do damage, you can penetrate, you can get in close, you can pirouette around them, but when you're in that situation and you get locked into things just not quite running properly, then you're in trouble. I'm really, really sorry about that. But I locked onto the tank, pirouetted around him, knew that my shot was low, and I knew that I'd be able to shoot into his weaker side and take him down. So the gun is adequate for taking on heavies, for pirouetting around. Your armour is better than most most mediums of the tier. The gun is good enough penetration wise, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. So this second game was trying to demonstrate what you can do up close, and you can do it apart from when something goes wrong with the connection and your keyboard keeps you going in reverse rather than forwards. So let's go to the garage and have a look at the penetration of things. I've looked at the penetration and the rest of it in a review, but we'll have a look at that now in the garage. Okay, yes, we lost, but I wasn't really going for a win, and I was one of the only 3 people to kill someone. So it is what it is, but I wasn't going for a win in that. And so we're back down to a 60% win rate. Oh dear, what a pity, never mind. So all in all, I don't think that's too bad. So 37,000 credits, you're looking 30,000 or 40,000 credits whether you win or lose. So 37,000, how much did it cost for repairs? So 29,000. We were just over 30,000 on a win, just under 30,000 on a loss. So you're expecting from about 30,000 and upwards, depending on the amount of damage you do. So win or lose, you'll start off with about 30,000, which is a nice start. Team score, yeah, came away 3rd on the team. That says it all about the team, especially in a tier 10 game. Yes, so back to looking at the tank. So the gun, 212 standard pen, which is nice, but then you got to think that it's a 122mm gun, so you get a bigger caliber, so you've got more normalization and more chance of penetrating. With the APCR, it bumps up to 248, but I didn't use any APCR. I didn't need to. The HE's got a standard pen of 61 with damage of 530. You saw in that first game a huge amount of damage, lots of crits. Let's have a look at the crit sit. So what do we do critical wise? The WZ, what do we take out? Track and gun. And then no one got any shots in, but at least it sort of disabled him in position. We spotted and helped with 97 points of damage for the 268, so not the greatest, but you can see that the average, let's have a look, 1400 and 300, so 1800, so it's yeah, well, I suppose averaging about 800 or 900 per game with a win and a loss. And then with a 60%, it'll up that percentage and that damage and that efficiency of experience that you're getting by that additional 10%. So that's quite a nice little boost on experience. It's a nice unit for actually dealing with the enemy. I like playing this, even though it's now back to 60%. It's a fun tank. Now we need to look, is it worth the money? Is it as good as, say, the T54 first prototype, which is running 54%? This is running 57% now. So in comparison, it's 3% better than a T54 first prototype. So let's have a look at the price differential between the two of them, so bear with me. So if this is 3% better, the difference is about 50 pence. Could potentially be about 3%. They're both Russian. And bear with me, if we go in, I will do a straight comparison of the T54 first prototype and this. So let me just set that up so we can do a direct comparison between the two of them. Okay, let's go in. So just these two, compare, and let's see, just change my screen slightly. So which comes in? Let's just put them one against the other and compare. They're very similar sort of machines. Let's have a look. 3 tops for the Guard and 2 for the T54 Mod 1. So, firepower. Let's have a look at the DPM. DPM, you get 10% more with the Mod 1. Oh, let's do this. Run this with a make sure it's 100% crew for both, to make sure it's got so there's a similarity between the two. So I'll do it as a 100% crew. Apply that so it's a direct comparison, because I think the crew that's on my guard at the moment is better, so bear with me. So damage per minute 2025 compared to 2250. The damage per shot, the T-54 has got a medium tank gun. The guard has, with it 390 alpha, has got it's got a heavy tank gun on a medium tank. And that's the real difference. You get one which is a medium tank play, fast firing, but you've got the guard which has got a heavy tank gun on a nice body. Now let's look at the rate of fire. So you can see 5.19 compared to 8.89. Average pen 212 compared to 190. So you can see the penetration of the guard is better. But it all relies on one shot. If you miss that shot, or it doesn't bounce, if it bounces, then you could do more damage, and if you get half your shots in for the T-54, then you will do more damage. That's just how it goes. Traverse 38.16 compared to 42, so it's a degree to second, so it's slower turret turn. Gun depression is -6 and +17, so the 54 has got 1 degree more depression, which is very nice. We then come to the aim time, 2.29. It's a big gun compared to 2.06. So the gun handling is going to the T-54 apart from the penetration. Then we come to, let's have a look, dispersion 0.3. Very accurate range on the dispersion compared to 0.34. Yes, you've got a worse aim time, but the dispersion is very, 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 very good. Overall, they're rating the firepower going, even though it hasn't got the DPM, they rate that the guard has got better overall firepower than the T-54, which I would agree with them. Then we come to the survivability. Hull armour, the T-54 Mod 1, 120 on the front, 90 at the side, 45 at the rear. The guard, 100, 45 and 45, but because of the angling, it can potentially pull off some bigger bounces. Very interesting, and the turret is stronger by 10 mil on the guard. The side of the guard is 100, 180, 45 in the rear. The Mod 1 is 200 on the front, 120 on the side, 75 in the rear. So you can see the front and the sides of the turret are stronger, and it's lower profile. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at the height of the two of them, and do a direct comparison in a moment. We then get the hit points 1350 for the guard. They've bumped it up because in some ways it's slightly weaker, so in order to marry up the two, to be able to match the two, they've increased the guard by 50 hit points, which is a nice little bonus. But they say that overall the armor value is just slightly better by 2 points on the T-54. So they both come out very similarly, apart from the firepower is about 49 points better on the guard. Mobility wise, power to weight, very similar, with 14.01 compared to 14.46. Again, the 54 Mod 1 has got it. Forward, now the guard gets 50 kmh forwards, 20 in reverse. The Mod 1 only gets 44 forwards, 80 in reverse. So this starts to come out that little bit better just on that to start off with. Then we get the traverse. You saw pirouetting around that tank that it just felt really smooth, or for me it felt really smooth, and it was. I was focusing on where I was looking apart from other things, and you can see here that you got about 7, what did it say, about 6 point something? Yeah, 6.87 degrees a second more traverse speed with a guard than you do with the Mod 1. It's because it's got lower weight because of having lower armour, but it's got a smaller engine, and they've tried to balance the manoeuvrability. So different things affect the two of them in different ways, which is pretty interesting. But overall, they rate that the mobility of the guard, with that ability to get round, as well as having similar power to weight ratio, and a better traverse speed, they give this about 80 or about 76 points more than the Mod 4. The T54 Mod 1. So yeah, it's I'm tired, I need sleep, and I've got a funeral to go to later, and I haven't slept, and I'm tired, but you guys need to see this. So then we come to the concealment. Better concealment, T54 by about 1%, 1.01%. So yeah, concealment goes to the Mod 1. Spotting, view range, 434 for the Guard and 388. The Guard is a fantastic scouting comparison, so this for me is a biggie, a really biggie. Then becomes the signal range at 761 compared to 715. It doesn't really matter, but again the Guard has got the edge. So with a combination of being able to spot for yourself, having okay armour, an accurate-ish, very punchy gun where your HE can actually do some damage at range, and other firepower that can dish out a bit of power. Three win areas, 4. Let's do that right. 3 areas compared to 2 that the Guard wins out. They're both very similar tanks, but the Guard, I would say, just still gets the edge, which is why it's coming out about 50 pence more expensive than the Mod 1. So let's get back and have a look at the heights of the two. Let's put them in together like that, and you can see this difference. So have a look at the snowman over the top, and we'll see. So you can see more of his jumper. Let's try and do it like that. So how many lines do we get? So if I aim at the lower part of the shirt, put the 54 in, there we go. You can see that it's a higher target, even though it's got better camo. It's a higher target, so I would say you could potentially hide behind lower bushes with this. It's just how it feels to me. And you're lower down, so people trying to shoot you will have more chance of bouncing on that tougher turret. It's like the saucepan. It's like the Object 416, which is even lower. But this, everything tries to shoot it, and it just bounces shots, and it's got armour very, very similar between the Guard, but the Guard is that little bit bigger. So, do I rate this? Yes. Is the price for it fair? Yes. Is it a good tank? Yes. And it's running 57%. It's running that little bit better, a little bit more, 3% more than the T54 first prototype. If you like your mediums with big guns, then this is going to suit. If you like them with small guns, then get the T54 Mod 1. The STG Guard, they've got the price about right. You're paying a little bit extra because it's a little bit better, in my opinion, than the T54 first prototype. And here it is on sale again. So, yes, well, if you like this style of play, get it. It's not cheap. It's a Christmas present. You're paying through the nose. There are no special deals. There's no low price because of so and so. It's the price. This is the price of it. They say they've lowered the price, but it's this is what it's worth. This amount of money, that little bit more than the T54 first prototype, and I think for good reasons it's a little bit more expensive, but it is only a little bit more expensive. And it's a really nice tank. It's really fun to play. I like having that additional mobility that when you can fire from range, and when it comes time to move in, you can use the 50 kmh to get in relatively quickly and to beat people to the punch. And it's a big punch. So this tank, do I reckon? So what level do I give it? It's got to have at least 2 stars for the deal. The deal itself is nothing else, but as a tank, it's a fun tank. It's a good tank. It's above average, and it's quite a nice bit above average by about 10%. So for that, I've got to give it 2 stars or double paws. But for the deal itself, There's nothing extra because it's not cheaper. It's just this is the price. You're paying for the price of you're paying a premium for a special tank that is a special tank. There's no Christmas. It's no Christmas present. Oops. There's no Christmas present. It's just a Christmas tank that's on sale that isn't always on sale. So you're paying for that specialness. Wargaming's making their money. There's no special deal. So, do you want to get it? It's totally up to you. I like this tank. Which one do I prefer playing? I prefer playing this than the T-54 first prototype. I like the first prototype, but I prefer the STG Guard. There's something about it. It's difficult to put my finger on it. It's a combination of the mobility, the ability to pirouette around other tanks that they don't expect this to be able to. That when you're in a clinch, you can pull off bounces because they expect to penetrate your turret, and they can't. So it's got a tough turret and a difficult to hit body and an okay gun, and when it works, it really works. So I like it for that quirkiness, that you either win big or you lose big, but either way you give it large, and this is one of the tanks that you can seriously give it large in. And I try to whenever I can. I was trying to demonstrate a couple of different things. The object was just trying to show some range work, then being able to close, and then that second one I'd wanted to try and take some hits, get in, do a bit of attacking up close, managed to do it apart from getting stuck in reverse and going the wrong way rather than going up and using the that other tank for cover. And then I could have shown you how the turret worked as well. So I apologise for... Well, these things happen. So it's the real world. Yes, for me it's worth it. I like it, and I think you'll like it as well. So it's getting a double pause from Bear. It's not getting a really exceptional 3, 4, 5, but it's getting a really solid 2. A very solid double pause for this tank. So thank you so much for watching. I'm the Gaming Bear. Time for me to get 2 hours sleep, and then I'm back up. So... Oh, I'm not here tomorrow. I've put a quick video up for you for tomorrow, and because I don't expect to be back. I've got a couple of videos that are coming up over the next day or two that I've already done, and yes, because I'm away at the funeral, I don't know whether I'll be back. So I probably, if I'm back late, well, let's see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow is a whole new day. So thank you so much. There will be something coming up tomorrow for you, a couple of videos, and have a really great time, and I will see you when I get back. Take care, guys. See ya.